Hola, hola, hello everyone. Today I have a special reading that I missed to post last week, but I'm in the middle of moving and I'm in the middle of starting my mindful camp, so I apologize about that. But yeah, this reading is honor the, you know, eh, inspired by the summer solstice and the full moon in Capricorn, and also just we just had Father's Day, and I feel like I'm very kind of like in my masculine energy. There's like a lot of like this masculine vibes of just lingering and like giving me all these messages. And well, here I am. We have three options, and option number one is for those individuals who identify with the woman, the more of the feminine, who has more of a feminine dominant energy, who is identify as female gender. Number two is for those who identify with the male gender or feel more into the masculine dominant energy. And number three is for all those individuals who are gender fluid, who don't really have like, like kind of like a good balance of two, or the two energies, female and masculine, so pretty fluid. So pause if you can, if you want, and make a choice. Hi, option number one. Hello, ladies. Yeah, this is a very interesting option, because the first card that I got was the mayor, the messaging maiden, and it's you cannot see really well the picture. Sorry, that was like a video technique that I didn't. I'm still working on it, but yeah, this is, it's like a bride that has, if you see kind of like in the corners, the bride that has this chains like trapped to her, and she's carrying this bouquet of flowers, red flowers, and which is the passion, right? So she's carrying this passion in her hands, but in this beautiful like white dress. So I'm feeling like there's multiple message, of course, and get one accordingly to what you feel and what resonates. But especially is someone that is getting married or thinking about like getting married, and it feels kind of like something like a trap, like something unresolved with her idea of marriage or idea of union. I also feel like maybe, I'm not saying like she's doubting, but her partnership with this person, but it's more like it's like inner kind of conflicts with what the union, like, okay, I mean, are we gonna be, is this person gonna satisfy me? Well, what about like my other desires or needs? It's like, so it's kind of like confusing in a way. It could be also the ego that steps in and says like, oh, I want you to feed my pleasure, like, so might bring some confusion into that definition or view of like union. But also she's being receptive, she's being open and allowing and say, hey, you know what, I'm doing this, I love this person, I love myself, and I'm gonna let myself flow. I'm gonna keep working on what I really, really want. Tapping more into my masculine energy by looking at myself in the mirror, and really allow myself carried by my person, like my male partner. Or it could be like a male strong male figure in your life, and listen more to what they have to say, what is this energy has to say, in order for you to bring that like groundness, or like clarifying, and see more clarity within that, like kind of like what you cannot make sense, well, what I previous mention. So it's more like tap into your masculine energy to bring a balance of what your really heart desires. Don't be afraid to ask and recur to your masculine figures that you trust the most. Okay? Have a good day, and I hope you like it. Blessings. Hello, option 3. Hello, guys. How's it going? Oh, I feel a great kind of like awakening happening. Is like you are really noticing that kind of like, I don't like to say this, but like toxic masculinity that resides within you. You kind of like stepping aside and say, wow, okay, I need to kind of like integrate these parts of me that are calling, that they're no longer like, I can no longer put down or like quiet down. It's just like, okay, like I'm seeing that, as a guy, you're just like, oh, I'm seeing that when I do this, when I quiet myself, and when I pause, when I'm still, I create more stuff. Like I can see abundance, coming. I can see more like the trinity of just like unity, like that you have inside of you, that sense of like integration. And it's really comes in like small kind of like glimpse. It's like spirit. It's like, oh, when you do this a little, when you like turn this switch on, it lights this part of the room in your heart. And yeah, it's overwhelming at the same time, but because it's a journey. It's an everlasting journey through all your life, but it's a long journey to where you want to be, but you see the path. It's no longer kind of like dark. It's kind of getting more clear and clear, as you can see in that card in the middle from the Tao. And to your left, it's this woman with abundance, and part of it, the masculine, is also like embracing the feminine in you. Like allow feminine energy, welcome it, respect it, and let her lead. Let that nurturing part of yourself, a soft part of yourself, like take control, take the drive, and do not fear, and allow, because unity, integration, and clarity is here. Welcome it. Congrats. Hope you like it. Blessings. Hello, option 3. I was really interesting how when I was shuffling the cards, I'm working with 3 decks, by the way, 2 of each came out, and it was like, okay, this makes sense for this group. It's like no one or the other, no, not just one but 2. So I'm really grateful for that sign. It's really beautiful how spirit works. So for you guys, I feel like for some of you, you're kind of like stepping out of like this, you're coming out of the closet, or you're becoming your true authentic self. Like it feels like after such long time of trying to figure out like what it feels best, this or that one, you're kind of like saying, you know what, it's because it's neither. It's just like both of them. I'm finally kind of like coming to peace with, I have 2 sides of me, or 2 and dominant energies, and I want to embrace both. And just like you're in the journey of finding a balance and saying, okay, despite there's all this confusion and all this noise within inside of me that's kind of like not really help me learn how to navigate these dominant energies, I can see that I have the capacity to ask for help, to persist and resist, like like I wouldn't say resist too much, but really like push myself to find a balance. It's like you're finding there's inner strength to like find like integration in a way. There's beauty in duality. That's the most beauty. I think like we live in a dimension when duality is our main language, and I see this with you, especially the card on your right with the 2 kind of angels look alike, the black and white wings are So it's kind of like finding that unity and being authentic with yourself, and don't allow no one to deny or step on your like true colors, and be modest. You don't need to follow the trends on there to like show and ask, like request that respect. Just be yourself. Blessings.